Hey everybody, welcome back to the tower. I hope you're having a good day, but if you're not and you're having a tower moment or you feel like you're about to, you've come to the right place because that's all we do here. And all of these messages are timeless. So if this message doesn't help you at all, go through the rest of my list that I've done on the videos and find the one that appeals to you. You got to trust yourself. Also, there are no star signs. Everybody gets to play. These are all collective ratings. What I do here is I draw two cards like this from the Major Arcana deck to find out your overall energy. We will look at the bottom of the deck for more information of the major cards, and then we'll clarify. It's pretty simple, pretty quick. Now I have to ask you to subscribe to the channel because if I don't, YouTube will arrest me with their YouTube police. It's what happens when you start a YouTube channel. It's a contract. You do it, you'll see. It's on the fine print. Always be sure to read the fine print. So let's get started with these tower ratings, right? All right, got the Lover's card on this side of the tower, which is never a fun, happy time to have. I'm the lizard guy, if you don't know, right there, me, lizard. So basically, this is a trouble in paradise. I'm not sure what's going on, who's doing what to who or what. We'll figure it out. But the energy says that, yeah, this tower moment's going to be caused by some kind of relationship trouble or emotional choice. The Lover's card is also an emotional choice card, so don't get it too twisted up. And after the tower, we have the High Priestess. So this is like, I knew this was going on the whole time. The High Priestess is all about intuition, trusting yourself, which is what any tarot reader could probably tell you to do. No matter what channel you watch or who you listen to, you've got to trust your own intuition and your own feelings. And yeah, so this feels like a I knew it was happening the whole time kind of thing. We'll find out. We'll clarify. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor and the Strength card. Now, the Emperor and the Strength card is basically I get my willpower back to control my own life again. So that's basically what you're doing here. So, all right. Well, let's clarify a little bit and see what's got you all messed up. What's going wrong in paradise today, huh? Queen of Wands. Somebody is not being paid attention to for sure. This is the card usually of I have talent. I can walk into a room and everybody knows who I am. Everybody pays attention to me. This is the card of being ignored, basically. Since this is a for you reading, I have the feeling this resonates with you. You feel like you are being completely ignored by someone. Okay. You feel like you're not on the same level. Page of Cups is a very immature level, emotional level. This could be somebody younger than you or mentally, emotionally younger. Age really doesn't matter since this is the energy. So this is just someone who feels like they don't get it. It's like you're trying to build a real life and they're out there. All they care about is their Legos, right? So, and I'm not saying Legos are bad or anything. I mean, this is their main focus is on all the stuff that doesn't help anybody. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I'm just saying that you got to have balance, and there's no balance here. Right? You are very much bored out of your mind. You're being ignored by somebody who is very much immature, and you are bored out of your mind. This is probably you, right? You're just drinking all the time. Like, man, when does it end? So yeah, looks to be that you feel like overwhelmed by someone who has buried themselves in their childish pursuits or their activities. And I'm not saying those are bad. We all need hobbies. We all need things that just we can zone out for a while. But this is all they do. It's like burying your head in work, but it's not really work. It's just all the things that make them happy. It's like anything to get away from you because you're concerned with money and, bills and all this. And they don't want to hear any of it. It's like they never grew up. And when they got into a relationship with you, they were fun for a while. And you really like that because your life was all work, and then you get with them, and then it turns out that that's all they do. they're nothing but fun and no responsibility, none, zero, and that leads to your tower moment, which is going to. Yeah, the Ace of Swords is this. This is going to be a hard realization for you. But I think you're not living with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever. You're living with a child. You're living with somebody who never grew up mentally. You're living with somebody who is very much was spoiled as a kid, who got whatever they wanted, and you are their mother, you are their father, you are the one taking care of them, and that's all you are to them. That's all they are to you, really. They can't grow up. There's a lot of people like that in the world today. Yeah, I've talked to many 30, even 40-year-olds who don't take anything really, they don't care about anything. It's like if they could live in their mom's basement forever. That used to be an insult, but now it just seems to be common, and they don't grow up. There's no leveling up in their spirit and their energy. And that's what you're going to have to tell yourself, because you got the Queen and the Ace of Swords here. So the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords is basically cutting off what no longer serves you. This Tower moment, I think, is you moving on. Cutting it off. You don't need this in your life. You don't want it. I mean, you don't mind the fun parts and you don't mind all that stuff, but once in a while you'd like to be real. You'd like to have an adult conversation with somebody instead of, stuff like that. Balance is good, and there is no balance here. Okay? None. It's completely one-sided. You are not the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the whatever. You are the parent. You are taking care of this person, and you are enabling them to live this lifestyle even further than it should go on. Because instead of putting your foot down and saying, no, we need to change, we need to do stuff, it's okay. You need to worry about real life stuff that could actually wreck us if we don't. You just let it continue and just handle everything yourself. And I think you see that. I think you know that. And if you're listening to this now and this resonates with you, you're pretty much right on the money. You've known it the whole time, because the High Priestess is here. And what does the High Priestess say? 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. This is the very independent energy. Get out, run, leave. 9 of Cups. Yeah, you want something better, and I think you're going to start making it happen for yourself. This is your wish. This is your everyday wish. You're just sick of it, and you want it to end, and you're ready to leave. And the 9 of Swords. You're tired of worrying. You're tired of being the only one who takes things seriously. I mean, you're balancing the budget. You know how much money they have when they don't have. You have to, every time they buy something, they waste their money on something dumb when you can't even afford gas sometimes. It's like, hey, you just got paid, and instead of putting it towards the rent or bills first, they go out and buy another something that makes them happy, and they just think, well, you'll take care of it, right? This is a big stress off of your mind. You don't need to worry about that anymore. You deserve somebody who, has a little bit of common sense, and this person does not. They never grew up. They never evolved, or whatever you want to call it, whatever saying you want to say. They never did that. They never had to be responsible for anything. So, yeah, you leave this person, and sure, I mean, it's not going to be much different than it is now. I mean, you're the one taking care of everything now. If you're alone, you're still the one taking care of everything. Not much changes. Even if they have a job, all of that money goes to waste. So it's not like you're losing anything money-wise. You don't want the stress anymore. You don't want to be the only one taking care of it when you shouldn't have to be. And yeah, it's a whole lot less stress. You let all the stress go. You can sleep good at night or whenever you go to bed, and you don't have to worry about what kind of disaster is going to be brought home tomorrow when there's a whole bunch of different things that need to be taken care of. And at the bottom of the deck is the 3 of Swords, and this is a sword of heartbreak, breaking up, pain, suffering, and all that. So yeah, I know you care about this person. I get it. You keep wanting them to change, and that's why you stayed with them this long, because you think, yeah, eventually they'll change. Eventually they'll grow up. Eventually they'll do the thing. But that's not your job. Your job wasn't to be the parent. Your job wasn't to make them grow up. Your job wasn't any of that. And you're going to be waiting forever if you do this. They will never change. Or by the time they do, you'll be so past miserable and crazy that you won't even notice. And you'll probably be in the mental hospital chewing on the straitjacket if they still do that anymore. I don't know. But that's the state of mind you'll be in before anything happens. So this is gonna hurt because you keep because you like them, you think they're good, and you probably care for them and all emotionally attached, but you know it's never gonna change. I think you should go, and the cards say you should go. The Three of Swords said, "Yeah, this is gonna hurt, but hurting a little bit now is better than 10 years of suffering and madness and pain and thinking things will get better and they never do." Time to move on. They never grew up, and it's not your job to make them grow up. Get your life back in order. Get your willpower. Get your Emperor card. That's why those cards are there. Makes total sense now. Deep down, you know you want to do this. Start putting that plan into action right now and go. You deserve better. Way better than this, anyway. Maybe find somebody who can pay the bills and who likes the Power Rangers. You know, they can do both things. Okay. I've rambled on enough. All right, I'm going to show you the cards, and here we go. Check it out. Anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. See ya. Good luck. Bye.